Earnings week is starting back up, so in today's episode, we're going to take a quick look at some companies reporting this week and the ones I'm super excited about. We're also going to take a quick look at Netflix. They are improving their overall gaming solutions, and I think it is on the right direction. Finally, this can't be an episode without me talking about the semiconductor industry. So I want to take a quick look at AMD and Intel because the competition between these two is really heating up, especially for the second half of 2022. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit the subscribe button, check out the pinned comment for free Discord, free newsletter, and a lot of great investing links. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video and keep listening for this great offer we have for the community. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investments. So I'm proud to partner with the Motley Fool to bring you a discount for one of my favorite services the Fool offers, the Motley Fool Stock Advisor. Go to fool.com/Jose to sign up and get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 new picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor has been a market-beating service, so what are you waiting for? Thanks again for the Motley Fool. Now on to today's points. Alright, so if we take a quick look at earnings happening this week, the ones I'm super excited start on Tuesday after the market closes. We can see Netflix is going to report earnings. I have to say I'm not a shareholder of Netflix, but this is one I do enjoy kind of seeing how they're growing and how they're progressing over time. If we take a closer look at Wednesday, if I am as a semiconductor investor, Wednesday's probably my favorite day. Both ASML is reporting Wednesday before the market opens, an equipment manufacturer of semiconductor companies, and the second one is Lam Research after the market closes, another equipment company for manufacturing semiconductor companies. So we can see, and if I have time, I think Tesla would also be of interest to me. Thursday and Friday and Monday don't really have too much. On Thursday, Snapchat is reporting, and this is one that obviously deals with advertisements. So if you have other companies that deal with advertisement revenue, Snapchat can kind of help us out to see how the market is kind of acting at the moment. So those are the few I am interested this week. Now, if we take a quick look at Netflix, right now it's pretty much flat at the open, but we can see from its 52-week high, the stock is down over 50%. There's not many FANG companies that I believe are down that big. So what I wanted to take a quick look at is Netflix announced that they are partnering up with Exploding Kittens to make a mobile game and an animated series. So the animated series, which will be an adult comedy based series, is expecting to appear in 2023. What I'm super excited is this kind of move into the gaming market. Since Netflix has kind of moved, I've always kind of questioned which direction they should go. And I believe that the direction they should go should not be these AAA games or some crazy game experience. They should create games that are more for casual gamers. There are more games that you can play online with your friends, with other people, or with family. And for those that have not played Exploding Kitten, this is a card game that I played numerous times with plenty of friends. So again, I do believe this is the right direction where this is going to be a game that's going to be more of a social casual game. And I think that's the direction Netflix should go with. Now, let's take a quick look at what we're probably really here for, AMD and Intel. So we can see AMD from its 52-week high, the stock is down over 42% right now. Intel from its 52-week high, the stock is down over I believe, over 27% at the moment. So both have taken quite a hit. So we're, like I mentioned, there is huge competition rolling up for them in the second half. Both of them are going to be releasing their consumer processors based on new type of architecture. So it's interesting. We're finally going to see them battle it out almost at the same time. So first, I do want to talk about some bad news for Intel. For those not familiar with Intel, they were trying to enter the graphics market unit, discrete graphics, right? So first, in the first quarter of 2022, they were expected to release laptops with their discrete graphics cards for the laptops. They did have an event, a release event, but unfortunately at the moment it's still very difficult to kind of get any laptops with these graphics cards. It seems like inventory and supply management is not dealing that well for the graphics market still. And this is something we've talked about in the past where many investors are worried that, hey, what's going to happen when this graphics card winter happens? But Intel at the moment can't even go and get their graphics cards made. So there has been reports that supply issues seem to continue to affect Intel's ambitions of desktop GPU launch plans. So like I mentioned, in Q1, they were supposed to release discrete graphics cards for the laptops. In Q2, they were expected to release graphics cards for the desktop market. And unfortunately, it seems with supply chain issues, this is now launching late Q2 or early Q3. So it's very difficult for even big players like Intel to get graphics cards made. And this is going to put it in line with AMD and NVIDIA, who should both be releasing their next generation of consumer graphics cards in the second half of 2022. So this is going to be a battle royale for Intel, AMD, and NVIDIA in the consumer graphics market in the second half. Now, I do want to take a quick look at another product that AMD and Intel are facing off against each other, and that is the CPU market in the consumer world. So AMD has a really strong roadmap, right? I really do enjoy AMD's roadmap. In spring of 2022, they did recently release the Ryzen 7 5800X 3D consumer processor. This is their first processor using V-Cache 3D technology, and we're going to take a quick look at reviews. Look pretty good. But if we take a quick look in the second half of this year, they are expected to release their Zen 4 processor. At the same time, in the second half, Intel is expected to release their Raptor Lake, which is going to be their next generation of CPU processors. So if we really want to see a competition between AMD and Intel, I do believe the second half of 2022 is going to show who the true winner is in this CPU processing market. Like I mentioned, the new AMD Ryzen CPU is more like an upgrade to its last generation. It's not a new platform completely, but they just released it here in spring of 2022, and we are seeing some strong reviews that this is a strong processing for the gaming market. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and let me know in the comments below, who do you think is gonna win? I mean, AMD has definitely improved their processing and their overall technology dramatically, but it's not like Intel is falling too far behind. I own shares of AMD, have no shares of Intel, but Intel is, if they can get their stuff together, I do believe it's starting to look a little bit more attractive. Maybe eventually I might become an Intel bull, but at the moment I'm not there yet. So take care, have a good day, and see you next time.